Do lead magnets work? Well, the short answer is absolutely, 100% yes, but let me show you exactly how. In today's video, I'm dropping my best tips for what every lead magnet should include, whether it's a checklist, a template, or a video training. But you can't just use any lead magnet as a call to action in your video. I'll show you how to know which lead magnet to use as a call to action later in the video. And would you believe me if I told you that I've generated over 5,000 leads and counting from a single YouTube video with a strong call to action, a great lead magnet? Watch this video to the end to find out how. Let's talk about what every lead magnet should include, because there's unfortunately a lot of lead magnets out there that are just fluff. And if this lead magnet is a glimpse of what it would be like for your audience to work with you, if they were to invest in you at a higher level, this has to be an accurate representation. We don't want to just give them like, here's a freebie, here's a bunch of like sawdust that I threw together. This has to be something that is going to really captivate their attention and think, wow, I got this for free. If I paid them for this level, imagine what that would look like. So make sure that you're putting your best foot forward. I'm gonna share with you what you need to make sure you have in all of your lead magnets. In your content, before you lead to your lead magnet and that call to action, you're typically gonna be teaching or presenting this educational content. Something like, here are my steps to XYZ, but I also have my framework of how I XYZ that you can download in the link below, and you give real value with the steps. You're saying if you want the full framework, click the link in the description to get the next steps, to get the rest. So the framework is hook, educate, story, offer. You first hook them in with something captivating, a result, or some sort of future pacing that they think, I want that, or I want to find out how, or how do I get this? And then you educate them. You share with them, here's the steps, here's like, framework XYZ, or step 1, step 2, step 3. But here's the most important thing to keep in mind is that the best educators spend more time on the story. And the reason why is because when you can bring your audience along this emotional journey, you show them the path from where they were to where they want to be. They get that like emotional high thinking, this is possible for me. I want that. First of all, it's going to be more memorable for them because any kind of memory is created from an emotion, but it's also going to create an emotional investment. When your audience emotionally invests in you, they're much more likely to financially invest in you when they know, like, and trust you, when they believe in you, and when they know that you've given them a glimpse towards a solution that they need. So we've gone through hook, educate, story, and now the offer. Now that you've brought them along this emotional journey, they know you, they like you, they trust you, that's where you can have the offer. So in your lead magnet, you've brought them through this pathway, whether it's a checklist or a video series or an ebook, you've shown them the path, and then the next step can be, here's the next thing that you can take advantage of. Maybe it's another video series, or maybe it's getting on a sales call, or maybe it's joining a low ticket course that you might have. I wanna hear from you. What lead magnets do you have built out for your business? And what might you be thinking of creating next? Let me know in the comments below. This could be really helpful to see what kind of lead magnets are we all creating so we can get some ideas from each other. So now that you know what your lead magnets should include, how do you know which lead magnets you should use as your call to action from your content? Well, the lead magnet that you link in your post, in your email, in your description, whatever piece of content that's promoting this, needs to be relevant to the content you've created. So for instance, if I make a video about how to create an offer, I'll probably include a call to action to my infinite cash flow blueprint so people can then take that offer that I've created some content around and show them here's how to do it, but now here's the framework to how to actually implement it. So your lead magnet should be the most obvious next step for how they can implement this, or the next steps that they need to know. So maybe, for example, if in a video or piece of content you're talking about fitness and you're talking about exercise, well, what pairs well with exercise? Maybe something about nutrition. Maybe in a video you talk about some exercise routine and you give them a lead magnet that's like an exercise routine also paired with a nutrition plan. Now, before I tell you how I generated over 5,000 leads from just one YouTube video with a strong lead magnet, have you subscribed to this channel yet? Hit that red button below to get brand new content marketing strategies and business acceleration tips and much more delivered straight to your YouTube feed every week. Okay, you're still here, so do you want to know how I've generated over 5,000 leads from a single YouTube video? This video was one that I made back in 2016, and this is why YouTube is incredible, because it's a search engine, it's an evergreen lead generation machine. Videos that you made years ago can still be generating organic leads for you for years to come. I made a video based on questions that I was receiving all the time about how to edit pictures or how to add text to social media posts. And so I knew about this graphic design software called Canva, and I created a how to use Canva video. And if you actually go manually type Canva on YouTube, my video still shows up in the top spot. So it was a video about how to use this tool. I showed them exactly how to use it, and then I had a strong call to action saying, hey, I actually have a full guide and templates and more things that will actually help you to be more successful using Canva. You can click the link below and get that for free. So that call to action had them join my email list. This video gets thousands of organic views on it every single month. This video alone has generated over 5,000 leads. They just opt into my email list. That video is just sitting there completely organically with zero ad spend to it. And that's not even tracking the back-end sales that have come from this new audience that has now come to my email list. How incredible is that? Knowing this, I hope that you run, don't walk to creating lead magnets and creating content around it that can be generating leads for you and turning them into high-ticket buyers all day, every day. And speaking of high-ticket buyers, if you're looking for more strategies to explode your monthly revenue and effortlessly ascend even brand new audience members to your high-ticket offers, click the link in the description below. I want to give you a private invitation to my training, Hello to High Ticket. Click the link below and get that today.